Hello and welcome to Punk Creations. I have a box from Lego. I am very excited about this box as I believe it contains a box and a complete set of the new Marvel CMF. So we're going to do a 36 pack CMF opening and have a look at all of the figures. This is what the outer box for the packets looks like, and there we go. We'll fold back the box flat, like so. And there we have it. We have 36 packets. There are 12 to collect. We are hoping for 3 sets. I believe there is a little bit of variation in the boxes for distribution, so let's get right into it. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a random pack, open it up, we'll see who it is, and we will then keep a track of the distribution throughout the video. The first one I'm grabbing from the middle. Let's line up cut marks. I don't know if this is important, but the little white tag on the back says 23S1, and as we slide it out, the first figure out is Vision. So let's build up Vision. I'm interested in this minifigure because I did watch WandaVision. I enjoyed WandaVision, but it was not my favorite of the Disney Plus Marvel shows. You do get some very useful computer parts with Vision, which I must admit will be used for the backdrop, which you can currently see. You get this stand here with the superhero jumper piece. Vision seems to also get a sword portable computer, which is made using one of the book pieces. It's quite nice. It's very nicely printed, actually. You get the keypad piece, and it does fold like so. And then here is Vision himself. Let's move him up. Very nice print, some very lovely detail with the gold there. The dual molding is nice, and the wraparound print is awesome. He does have the Junior's cape with the one hole, and that there is our back print. I am a fan of this minifigure, but it's definitely not the one that I am the most excited for in this set. But that is one Vision. Alright, going to the left side of the box, we've pulled a figure. This one is 24S1, so a different code to Vision. I should mention all of these do come with a field guide booklet as well. We will have a look at that probably at the end of the video. Slice open again. Packet. Make sure we don't cut any capes by accident. That would be horrible. Alright, I know exactly who this is by this part right here. We've got Alligator Loki as the first thing to come out of the bag. Let's focus in on him. Come on, focus camera. Let's try this. Anyway, that's not going to focus for me typically, but let's put him down there, and it will focus as soon as it goes there. But that means our figure here is, of course, going to be Sylvie. I believe that this figure is pretty good. I did enjoy Loki more than I did WandaVision. You get some good parts in this figure that I am very excited about. So let's build up Sylvie. I will probably end up doing some custom work on Sylvie, as she is one of the less detailed figures in this wave. She does still get some arm printing, which is very nice. Some quite little details. That is the back print. She does come with a spare of these green machete pieces, which is kind of cool. Her face here has a double-sided print, so as we put that on, let's show that to you guys. I like the double-sided face print. Some people have commented it doesn't look really like the lady who plays Sylvie, but I think it does suit her well enough, and I will never complain for more face prints. There is her sword here. And like Vision, you also get one of the Super Jumper pieces. I don't think it fits Sylvie quite as well as it does Vision, however, so I will not be using that in my display for her. Alright, going to the front of the right. This is 2.5 S1. I'm assuming S1 is Season 1 or Series 1 of the Marvel figures. So we will, once again, I'm using the Leatherman Wingman for anybody interested in the tool that I am using. We'll open another packet up here. Seems to be where I'm putting the rubbish, at the back there. And this is the first and my favorite figure in this line, Zombie Captain America. I must admit, that was my favorite episode of What If. I really enjoyed the horror thing. I'm very sad, though, that they cut the Gamora episode, because it seems to be the only one where Tony Stark doesn't die. So, as we build Cap here, you'd once again get that Super Jumper piece and a booklet. I think that's common with all of them. I love the new damaged shield print. I love the detail with the dual molded legs. The arm print is absolutely fantastic on this figure, with both arms being printed. You do get that damaged helmet, which will be nice to use for customs. And then you get that really cool zombie Captain America face print, which everyone seems to be using at the moment for Halloween-based figs, that it is spooky season. And here he is one last time. So that puts us on one zombie Captain America, one Sylvie, and one Vision. Let's go front of the left-hand side here. And once again, this is 25S1, so this could be our first double. I don't know if that number system is a thing that identifies them or not. If it is, that will make this a much shorter video than expected. But as we open that, no, okay, so that number does not mean anything, which is interesting. The figure out of the bag here is our next figure, and it is the What If version of Gamora. I can already tell you I love this figure and just how nicely designed it is. As I put that hairpiece on, I should mention that she does have the back face print here. There is so many dual molded parts on this. We do get the Thanos copter blade weapon as well, which is a nice addition for this figure. Once again, I would probably care for this more if the episode wasn't cut from the season and I knew the significance. You get one spare piece, and that is a gold lightsaber hilt, and of course you get that Super Jumper piece and the booklet. Here is our Gamora figure, and she doesn't have side leg printing but has some beautiful dual molded and printed arms. She does have print on her hairpiece as well, which I don't believe is a new version. However, her face print for this version of Gamora is new for this series. Alright, that's 4 from 12 down. Let's go back to the right-hand side, and let's go for one figure from the middle. Not sure who this will be. Number on this one is 23S1. I am going to keep track of those to see what those, if they correlate to anything at all. And it is our first double. It is a Vision, so I will be putting that one to the side and not building him. Alright, we are now going to the middle of the left-hand row after our first double being Vision. 25S1 is the back number on this packet. Still have no idea what those mean, if anything at all. But as I said, I will be keeping track of that. And it is T'Challa as Star-Lord. I really must admit, that was a fun episode. I did enjoy it. And this figure looks much cooler in person. I was not excited for this minifigure. I was excited for the parts it comes with for customization reasons. Only one face print is a little disappointing, but still a lovely head. The new hair mold is very nice here. I appreciate its inclusion. It is new to me, I must add. I don't know if it's new overall. T'Challa has some excellent detailed printing there. He does come with two Star-Lord blasters in the light silver, which are a new color for them for me. You get two of the superhero jump pieces here for T'Challa, which is interesting. The other ones have not come with spares. And of course, you also get his helmet, which has purple eyes, unlike the typical Star-Lord one. So let's focus in on T'Challa here. I've just realized Alligator Loki is still in the back. We're going to put that right here and use that. So yeah, very nice figure. No arm print on the jacket is a bit disappointing. You do get a decent back print here, which I quite like, and then side printing on the dual molded legs. So not the worst figure in the line, but definitely the one that I am probably least excited for Wanda. Alright, moving back to the right-hand side, we're going to go into the back of the right-hand side for this one. This number is 24S1, so I wonder if the 25, 23, and 24 is for the different episodes. This is another double. It is Sylvie. Alright, going to the back of the left. This is 25S1. See if my theory is correct based on the figure. My theory is definitely wrong because this is our next new figure for this, and that is TVA Loki, which I must admit I quite like this figure, even though it is one of the more simple ones. I'm super excited for the new Tom Hiddleston face print. It's great. The new hairpiece is going to be very useful in black for Hunter. Back print just says variant with a dual printed face. Love that smiling expression for Loki. Kind of sad we didn't get his sword, however. We'll put him down there. And the star of this is, of course, Throg. Such a cool minifigure. Well, minifigure, one could say. Similar to the Baby Yoda that you get in the Star Wars stuff. And you get the little TVA printed mug. So I quite like Loki here. I think he is very cool, even though he is one of the more simple of the figures. Alright, let's go back to the middle right with 24S1 on the back of the packet again. I have just realized in the design on the packet, there's a little Easter egg. That is a previously used Wolverine combination for Lego Marvel. Very interesting considering there is rumored to be a Wolverine mech set coming out, and it's a new figure for us here, being Wanda. As I said, this is probably my least exciting figure for me. I don't really have a connection to the character personally. But it is still cool to have her. I need her for the full set, obviously. Once again, the Junior's cape, not a fan of that. Before I put that on, there is the back print for Wanda. We will throw on the cape. Her head print I also find very interesting. I like the red eyes. I'm not a fan of the smile. It just doesn't feel like Wanda from the show. So we'll be going the red eyes. Leg print is very nice. Let's put that on Wanda. Mine has a slight misprint on the torso, which is interesting to note as well. And then her crown piece, which is probably what everybody is grumpy about. It is slightly better in person. And then she comes with these Iron Man shooter pieces in red, which I believe are new in this color for Wanda. Back to the left in the middle. The current update is 7 from 12 with 2 double ups. 23S1 is back of the packet number. And we have a new figure again, and I'm very, very excited for this one. It is the new Captain America suit Falcon. Many parts in this are going to be super useful for customizing things, and this figure is just so detailed. We have arm printing with dual molded arms, dual molded legs with almost wraparound printing, nothing on the back there, sadly. And then we have a brand new wing piece for Falcon. Of course, we have the little red wing tile, which is very easy to attach, just clips on like that. We have printed movable wing side pieces as well, which is fantastic. He does have printing on both sides of his head. It is just a continuation of his goggles and mask. So no dual expression here. And definitely a new hairpiece for Falcon, which will be very useful for modifying the new Blade figure from the Daily Bugle, which I did pick up recently. And then we have Sam's Captain America shield design. I will put this on the flight stand as it makes sense. I really love this figure. This is probably the standout from the wave. It is beautiful. Such a cool design, really nicely printed, crisp whites. Excellent figure. That is 8 of 12 with 4 to go. I am still missing Captain Carter, Bucky, Spider-Man, and Monica at this point. So let's go right middle of the front. 23S1 is that weird number on the back. If anyone knows what that is, please comment it down below. And speaking of Spider-Man, I just said I was missing this figure. He is next to be pulled out. And mine seems to be sealed into the bag. That has gone everywhere. But yeah, so what has happened is when they've heat sealed the bag, the inner bag has just got stuck. Nothing to be too concerned about there. Let's now find all of the parts that have gone absolutely everywhere. This figure, though, is stunning. New back print is great. They fixed the red printing problem that they have experienced in some of the Spider-Man sets on those blue arms. I still wish they were dual molded, to be honest. The new torso print is really cool. I love the dual molded printed legs. Absolutely awesome. I will probably end up using some of this for a Spider-Man Homecoming figure. I will definitely be having mine with the goggles. Now in the show, Spidey rarely wears the cape, so I probably won't include mine as I'll be using this as my primary Spider-Man minifigure. But he does come with the Doctor Strange two-piece cape in the classic cape feel. And then he also has a Spidey Sense scared expression and a smiling expression, a new face piece for Peter Parker, which I will definitely be switching onto the Daily Bugle Peter because that face print is slightly disappointing. An absolutely awesome figure though. I love this Spider-Man. It is really nicely done. And finally, you also get a string web accessory, which is a nice addition. All right, middle front left. Now only missing 3 from the complete set for this video. We've done pretty good pulls so far, very little doubles. And our next figure is going to be Monica. This is probably actually the weakest figure in this wave. I've said Wanda is, but this is definitely the weakest now I'm looking at it. Nice arm print for custom clone troopers, however, I should add that. And she does have a smiling face print on one side and a neutral face print on the other with a slightly raised eyebrow, which is the one I will be going with. I believe this is a new hairpiece for her, which is nice. And then you do get a little helicopter build, which I must admit I have no interest in other than for the point of the video. it goes together very quickly and simply, and you do get some spare parts, and looks like that. That is from the show. As I said, WandaVision was not my personal favorite, but Monica is a nice figure, but definitely one of the weaker in this lineup. Funnily enough, most of the figures I don't care for and are weak are from WandaVision. Alright, I think we went left middle, so let's go right back for this pull. 25S1 on the back, still no idea what that correlates for. Once we have a whole set, I will probably forget about those numbers. And the next figure is our next double, and that is going to be Loki with Throg. And we'll go back middle on the left again, 25S1 number again. We've done pretty well without double so far, so I suspect we're going to get some for a run here. And next up is that T'Challa. Front of the right-hand side of the box. And it is another Spidey. Front left, we are still missing Bucky and Captain Carter at this point. 25S1 is that number. And we have a Gamora, which is a double again. But our first double of Gamora, which is okay. Left back, middle, kinda. It's in that 24S1. Let's open it up. And we have Bucky, which is the first for him, which is very convenient. The people have criticized this face print for being unlike Sebastian Stan, but I actually really like it in person. That one does look a bit weirder, but the smirk, confident expression is great. New arm piece print will be very useful. Hair piece does work. New torso is nice. There is the back printing. No dual molded arm, obviously, for the jacket. And a basic leg print, but it works for this figure. You do get, for Bucky, once again, those superhero jumper pieces, which we've completely forgotten about, a Captain America shield, which is fitting for the show. It is the Sam Wilson version again. And a set of knives. He only really needs one of these. These just attach by breaking off. I'm just going to probably end up giving mine a Brick Arms weapon set, however. Alright, that leaves, I believe, just 2 figures still to pull for a complete set. No, just Captain Carter. So whenever we find Captain Carter, we will have a complete set for myself from the box. And we're going middle back right. 25S1 is that number. Captain Carter is the last we need for a complete set. And we have another double of Star-Lord T'Challa, which is okay. He is a cool figure, but not one we are looking for. Let's put him down there. Very back left-hand side, 25S1. No idea what those numbers are for. As I said, I am still tracking them if they have any importance whatsoever. And there she is. There is our final figure for a complete set, being the Captain Carter, Captain America, I guess, Captain Britain. Very nice figure, this. I do prefer it over the one in the Hydra Stomper set. I have not bought that set specifically because I think this version of her is better. New face print is nice, like it a lot. Great pieces, wraparound printing for the arms and on sides of legs with dual molding. New hairpiece is awesome. That is a really nice mold. And then you do get, and it's interesting, a translucent 2 brick. You do get a 3rd brick, but I believe it's a spare part. Tesseract design, which I think is very fitting for this figure. That is, of course, Captain Carter. You do get that superhero jump piece. I am not too worried about them. Lovely figure that, however. Alright, so now we're going to open up the rest of the packets and I'll give you a complete lineup now that we have a complete set of exactly how many figures you get for each of the 12 and how many complete sets are in the box. Alrighty, so the last things to do is tell you the distribution and have a look at the included pamphlet. The pamphlet is smaller than some of the other previous CMF ones as there are less figures in this set. It unfolds like so. Basically has all of the minifigures and a warning not to shoot Wanda's things at people's eyes. On the back it has the instructions for a few things and some of that advertising. I was saying that there was a Wolverine in those comic panels. You can see that better here. That is off the art. There's also Hulk, Captain Marvel, Goose the Cat, Captain America Shield, Black Widow, which is the Age of Ultron version, interestingly. And it looks like Captain Marvel is the comic version from the Avenjet battle. So, interesting there. Thor is the Infinity War version. In terms of distribution, I got 2 full sets, plus a third set almost complete, but I think something must have gone wrong in mine as I did not get a third Captain Carter. Instead, I got 4 zombie Captain Americas. Sorry. Yes, 4 zombie Captain Americas. That is correct. Because you get 3 sets, supposedly. So, clearly, whenever this was done, it got mixed up, but not the end of the world. So that is very good. And I'm happy to have a spare zombie Captain America, as he is my favorite, probably, figure of this. In terms of top 3 figures from the wave, zombie Captain America is up there. Gonna throw Spider-Man in there, and it has to be Falcon. He's just so cool. So yeah, 2 figures from What If make the top 3, and Falcon. My honorable mention for 4th spot is Captain Carter, probably. So that's my pick of the figures. In terms of what I think are the lower quality in this wave, it would be Sylvie, lack of a leg print being my reasoning for that, and pretty boring face print. Followed by Monica, very boring, nothing super fancy or fantastic about Monica. And finally, my third probable pick for most disappointing will be a call people won't like, but that is Star-Lord T'Challa, even though he does have that helmet piece. So there we go. Those are my thoughts. Overall, the whole line of the figures, let's put them out here so they can all have a time in the spotlight. It's a nice collection of CMF. I can't complain about that. That would be unfair. Like, the collection of figures you get is very nice. Good parts. Many parts will be great for customs. There are a few figures I feel had some shortcuts taken, where clearly the budget for this wave has gone to other places. One that can't be seen there. But yes, so a good lineup of figures. It captures the 4 Disney shows reasonably well. You get the main characters from it. But yes, a few shortcuts were taken. Some interesting inclusions, such as Monica, Rambo. I think that could have been possibly Agatha Harkness from WandaVision would have been a nicer figure to get instead of her. Or perhaps another figure from Loki that could have been included would be Mobius. But that's just my opinion. So yes, that will be the 2021 Series 1 Marvel Studios CMF figures. I'm very happy to have a full set, and I hope you've enjoyed this video here on Punk Creations.